Social media is ruining your life. And the hard part about this is, you know it is. You know that social media is damaging and ruining your life, but you continue to stay on this hamster wheel. I want to bring this topic to light because on this channel, I talk about leading yourself, respecting yourself, valuing yourself, creating boundaries with yourself. And we always kind of assume this has to do with us and this narcissistic person that we're trying to save ourselves from. But in reality, it also has to do with ourselves. A lot of the times we are using devices, we are choosing or making decisions that is causing us so much harm. And how can we love ourselves if we cannot even decipher between what is good and what is bad for us? Later on, I'm also going to share with you my struggles with social media and what I am doing currently in real time in order to prevent this addiction to take over my life and to stop me from doing the things that I'm meant to, because this is literally what it's doing to all of us. It is stopping us from being connected. Now, as I was listening to Oprah Winfrey, and I have her name here somewhere, Dr. Anna Lembke. So they were on a podcast recently, and I believe it was Oprah that mentioned this quote by Jonathan Haidt. So he basically asked ChatGPT, now listen up and listen carefully. He asked ChatGPT, if you were the devil, how would you destroy the next generation without them knowing it? ChatGPT said, if I were the devil, I would destroy the next generation, not by terror or violence, but by distraction, disconnection, and slow erosion of meaning. And guess what we're lacking right now in the world more than ever? Meaning. We don't know what the hell we're meant to do with our lives. They wouldn't even notice because it would feel like freedom and entertainment. When I was listening to this in my car, it brought tears to my eyes because I have a daughter. And it's freaky how we are so blind. We're just sleeping through life. It really just hurts me. And it's, I get upset at myself sometimes because I do this. I'm not just having a go at you guys or whoever. I'm having a go really at myself that I allowed myself. And again, this is where that compassion for yourself and other people needs to come in, where the world that we live in right now is so different to how it was, even 10 years back or 20 years back. I believe the first iPhone was created 2007. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I heard. And so imagine before 2007, none of us had an iPhone in our hands. Or a smartphone. I don't want to just have a go at iPhone. And Dr. Anna Lembke also has this quote in her new book. And I'm sorry, I don't know what I'll put down her book right here. And it says, the smartphone is the modern day hypodermic needle. Kids are getting violent, literally beating up their parents because their parents are telling them, stop being on your phone, stop being on your tablet or whatever it is. And I'm so glad that Oprah and many others are talking about this and bring the subject to light, because we literally are so unaware about what is happening right in front of us. Like the devil is literally... my phone, I'm recording with my phone, is right in your phone. I don't know about you, but when I'm on my phone and I'm just scrolling on, luckily I'm not a TikTok, I don't really go on TikTok, but when I'm on YouTube Reels, I love watching these funny videos of these, I don't know why, these goats are ramming people. I don't know why, that really just makes me laugh. And I know that that's like one of my weaknesses. That's what I, love to do. But there's no need to watch 5 hours worth of shorts. And sometimes I look at my history because I'm trying to find a video and I'm like, oh my God, I saw so many clips, like shorts. And you don't realize it, especially when it's late at night and you're just trying to relax and you're just on your phone. and you don't realize how much you're actually, how much information you're intaking. Social media is a drug. It's constantly feeding us validation, dopamine, and it gives us a illusion of connection when in reality there is really no connection. You're just looking at somebody and you assume that that is connection, but that really isn't. Sending a DM on Instagram or just looking at somebody's pictures versus meeting somebody in person and talking to somebody in person is like two different worlds. And I also don't think that social media should completely get wiped off, because I also feel like there's a lot of good that comes out of it. And I'll be honest with my my experience with social media. So when I lived in Dubai, was when I was a flight attendant, I was heavily on social media. I used to post regularly. Brands would send me stuff to sell. So, I mean, I never called myself an influencer, but in a way, I kind of was, but I think because I was traveling a lot, I didn't really see it as that. It was more fun for me. I never took it seriously. I mean, probably should have. And after I came back to Canada, I don't remember for what reason, but I literally removed, and it took me ages to remove all the people, the followers that were following me for influencer stuff. And I just had my family and people that I knew on it. And so to a level, I basically just removed all of my, all of the followers. And so my account was just a normal, regular private account. When I was posting in Dubai, it had to do a lot with how I looked. So there was a lot of filters used. And it was more to kind of sell the products that I was trying to sell. And there was a bit of a mask, a bit of a facade on there. And it wasn't my true authentic self. And so when you looked at the pictures, they looked great. They looked professional. They were, amazing. But it wasn't me. It was just a person that was pretending and faking it in order to get likes and views. After that, I created a makeup account. And that is when I started getting a lot of views and followers. But then something in me was just like, I don't feel satisfied. Like I'm getting 3,000 or 4,000 views or a lot of likes, but I don't feel like I'm doing anything with my life. I know this sounds really crazy. And again, this has nothing to do with what somebody else wants to do with beauty and makeup. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But I just didn't feel like I was being my authentic self. And I was really sharing and helping people that I was meant to help. I just felt there was a misalignment. I love editing videos. I love creating makeup content. But again, I felt like there was something that was missing. It wasn't deep. And I know I keep saying it, it's not really to stroke my ego, I promise. But apart from just saying like, hey, this is the new lipstick that I just put on, and this is the new outfit, I wanted to go a little bit deeper into other things. And I just couldn't with just a makeup account. And so anyways, long story short, oh my God, the story is so long. After a little while, I was going through my separation, and that is when I had this dire need and this revelation that I'm meant to help people. And it's something that I'm doing naturally. I don't think about it. I just love to do it. That is what led me to create an account, things to do with mindset and positivity. And I was just trying to figure myself out and be like, what am I meant to do? What is this? And so I was just kind of having fun with it, not being too serious about it. For a long time, like let me tell you, probably 2 to 3 years, I wasn't getting like a lot of views. I wasn't getting a lot of subscribers. I was stuck at like 1,500 followers on Instagram. And so I was thinking, this is my purpose. Why aren't things going viral? Like what's going on? I made a commitment back then where I don't want to just say things to grab attention and to get a lot of views, and then there is no meaning in the video. The video is very superficial or bland. There's no depth. And there's no intention to help somebody. That's like, it defeats the whole purpose. I might as well go back to makeup. I still had, sorry, I'm moving my legs. Oh, my legs are getting, I promise I have pants on. Even though my growth wasn't fast, but it still felt good to sleep in my bed at night, if you know what I mean. Like, sometimes you do things in your life and you're like, oh, in your bed, you're like, shoot, I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have said that. With my social media, every day I was like, I'm happy. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with the messages that I'm sending out. Yes, I might get 300 views, but I'm happy with it. Cut to now, where I am being more consistent with what I'm posting. And that is also what created almost this addiction for looking at my phone and checking on who's the followers, who are the, because you get this excitement, because when you see your channel grow, you do get an excitement. But with that, there's a disguise of the devil, I feel like, many times, because instead of trying to help somebody, which is what we're all meant to do here on this earth, we're thinking back to ourselves. Our ego is getting a boost. Oh my God, look at all these people like coming on my channel and they're like, oh my God, 1,000. Oh my God, I got that. And you start thinking about yourself. After 3 years of having this account, only now I am noticing that what I'm saying is really resonating with people, and my message is really resonating with people, and it's really helping people. But at the same time, I needed to create some sort of boundaries with myself. And that is why this video is not called I'm quitting social media, because I don't think social media is all bad. There's a lot of good in it as well. But I feel like we as adults, we need to take responsibility for ourselves and also our children. If you have children, but even if you don't have children, maybe you're an aunt and you have kids around you still, and so that should still matter to you. And I believe it all starts with us, with how we live our lives. We cannot tell our kids, hey, get off that iPad, get off the phone while you're sitting over here, this remote, like this. Yeah. I'm just give me a sec. Hold on. It's like, how does that, I know this is a remote. It doesn't work that way. You have to first be what you want them to be. Kids learn from what you do, not from what you're saying. And so this video is not just about us adults, but it's also about us being role models to the next generation. I'm going to share with you now something I have done in order to interrupt this pattern, this doom loop. When you're just on your phone, you're wasting time. You're thinking, oh, but I'm working. I'm editing a video and I'm posting it. But then 2 minutes later, you're back on your looking at your views and you're looking at your subscribers. And it's like, why are you doing that? You don't need to constantly look at who's liking your posts and your stories. And so now this is what I do. And I don't know if this is going to align with everybody, but I feel like regardless of what aligns with you, figure it out. Figure your shit out. Figure out what is going to work for you, what is not going to work for you. Okay, I should not have said social media is the devil, because I, again, do not think it's the devil. It is what we are doing with that tool. We are using it in a way that is harming ourselves, and we don't want to take accountability. We would rather blame social media and we would rather blame other people. So I'm going to remove that. I want to change that. You see how I can change my mind within like 5 minutes. I'm like, no, that didn't sound right. I want to change it. I want to take ownership of what I just said. You do that too. Okay. And the last point that was made in that podcast with Oprah and Dr. Anna Lembke is that she mentioned the reason why social media is the easier option for us is because a real connection requires you to move your ass out of your home, out in the real world. You're going to face rejection. When you find that person, which is, that takes a little while to find your friend, somebody that you connect with. That connection requires effort. You have to talk to them. You have to create plans with them. And there's going to be compromise. There's going to be give and take. There's going to be confrontation. There's going to be conflict. These are the things that we don't want to deal with. So instead of having a real connection, we would rather be on our phones and pretend that that is our connection when it's really not. So that was a really good point that she made in that podcast. This is the boundary that I've created for myself. And I want you not to just listen to what I'm about to say. I want you to join me on this. I want you to challenge yourself, because this is going to change your life. And I know it might not seem that way, but once you do it at the end of the 21 days, you're gonna notice what that changes. And actually, I want you to comment on this video and let me know what your results were. I would love to do this forever, but for now. I'm just going to keep it to 21 days, especially if you are somebody who has a business on social media. Maybe you're a coach or you're selling something, one of those things. And so what I do now is that I go on social media once a week, which is on Sundays. Okay? Sunday is my editing and scheduling day. So that is my day when I go onto Instagram and I use CapCut to edit my videos. And I have a schedule on what I'm going to be posting, because before I would be a little bit, all over the place. I would just post whenever the hell I wanted. And so now I have a schedule. For example, on Instagram, I post on Tuesdays and I believe it's Saturdays and Sundays for Instagram, okay? And that is it. I'm not going back on Instagram and posting another video here and there. Like, those 3 are the slots, and I'm not going to change them for 21 days. So I want you to also follow this. Have one day a week. It could be Sunday, it could be Monday, whatever that's the best day for you. Choose that day. And that is a day when you're going to schedule. And on TikTok, by the way, you could schedule videos, which I just realized you can schedule videos on your laptop. So you can create the video on Instagram or CapCut or whatever you do, upload it onto your laptop, and then schedule it on TikTok. So if you have TikTok, that's another way of not consistently going on TikTok, not going on Instagram to post it. One day, boom. So for 1 week, I haven't gone on my Instagram because I'm like, there's no need. My posts are just going to get posted. And for whatever reason, I don't want to jinx it. I just don't have the need to go on it. It's the weirdest thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I love watching my YouTube, some interviews on YouTube, podcasts. I love all of that stuff, which I love to watch. But I try my best to not watch too many shorts. And if there is a short that I'm watching, it has to do with maybe a workout or something to do with your hair, something that's quick. It's not me going on there for hours and hours and hours. I have 2 to 3 TikTok videos I watch and boom, I'm out of there. Not TikTok videos, I mean YouTube shorts. I want you to follow this 21 days, no excuses, and come back. Tell me what the results were. How did you feel while doing this? Did you find there was a significant change in your life? Did something great come out of it? Did something bad come out of it? Because I don't know. Maybe something bad could come out of it. I mean, I really don't think there is, but you never know. So let me know down below. Thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one.